Okay, so I think I'm live. I'm not sure. I don't see Debbie on here. Debbie, where are you? We have some fun stuff to show you today. I need to grab one more thing. I see one person watching. I'll be right back. Yay, we have four people on today. Yay, yay, yay. So tell me who's here. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store, and we're doing our first broadcast of 2024. So happy you're joining us. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. Christmas, if you celebrate it, yay. If you don't, I hope you had a nice holiday from work. New Year's, Happy New Year's. This is the end of something old in 2023 and the beginning of new stuff in 2024. And we've got lots of new stuff coming up. So I see we've got 8 people right now. Tell me who's here. I really want to see who's here and who is from all around. So happy to have everybody join us today. We are in Plano, Texas, if you're not familiar with where we are. Diane, hello, Happy New Year. So, right now the weather's gorgeous. I always got to start off with my weather report because while I'm standing here doing the broadcast, I'm looking out all the windows and I can always tell what kind of day it's going to be. Yesterday, it was beautiful in the morning, then it rained and rained and rained last night. And my heater went out, so I was freezing on the drive home and I had errands to run and I was freezing in and out. But then my husband fixed it for me last night. Diane Conley! Yay, she's one of my friends in Kansas City, and I think she's going to be down this month in about 2 weeks to see the grandbaby for her 3rd birthday. I can't believe it. So we're going to try to make it over there on that Saturday. Happy to have you. Happy New Year, Roseanne Hicks. Hello. Happy New Year. So happy to have everybody joining us. It is really nice to get back in the store. For me, I'd been out of pocket for about a week. We have lots of birthdays that are the week of Christmas, and right in between, we got fat. I just decided I was trying to do work and home and the holidays and the birthdays and just and I was like, okay, something's got to give. Since I don't get to see my one daughter anymore, well, I do. I mean, she's at school, but she came home for the holidays, and I wanted to take some time off to go spend with her. So I just let a couple of things go. One of them was work. I just had to walk away from work and leave it be for a few days so I could be at home and appreciate the holidays, appreciate my family being at home, take a little bit of downtime. And then we hopped down to San Antonio for a quick visit. If you don't know, that's where I'm from. So we hopped down to San Antonio for a quick visit. Then I had to hop back because I have to give my liver a rest. We get down there, and my sister just loves to go visit all the newest. What do they call them? The bars on top of the buildings, rooftop bars. That was a hard word. Rooftop bars. And so she likes to go and see all of them. And of course, when you go see them, you have to have a little drink. And I was like, okay, no more. I got to come home. I don't want any more to drink. So yeah, we were doing a little bit of time visiting and spending time, and now we're home. And I have some fun stuff to show you all for today. Lots of fun stuff coming up in January and February. We've got some great events planned for everybody. If you live in the area, this is just a great time to be able to catch up on some easy to do projects and easy to play with projects, experimenting and learning things. So, yeah, really excited about it. let's start off. So I see we've got about 10 people, Roseanne and Diane and Diane Conley. Yes, let's get going. So, some of the stuff we have coming up, we have a great demo next month coming, or this month. I keep saying next month. It's not next month anymore, is it? It's this month. So, the demo day is going to be learning to quilt. Hi, Charlie from Illinois. Nice and cold up there. Yeah. And Kim, hello. I love the blue and orange quilt hanging behind you. This one, it is a pattern, yes, and the pattern is called, hold on, I can whip this one out for you really quick. It's called At Home, like this. We've got it for you. If you want to order it, you can just go online for us. We can drop it in the mail for you. Go online. It's called At Home. Super pretty. This one is made with the I can't turn my camera that way because I can't reach my camera from where I am. This one is made from the fabrics from Kathy Dowdy, who is Australian. She's out of she owns Material Obsessions, if you ever follow them. And this is her line called Swatch Book. And beautiful, beautiful. You know, when you see the pattern like this, it doesn't look so great. It's kind of like, oh yeah, that's pretty. But then when you put lots of pattern with it and texture and just lots of movement, oh, I think it's a gorgeous quilt. And there's a little bit of fussy cutting going on. You can see it. You might have to use your spidey eyes, but you can see some fussy cutting right there with the cockatoos and some of the exotic birds in there. There's some more at the top. Really, really pretty pattern. Love this one. Think it's so much fun. So yeah, it's called At Home. Oh, there's Debbie. She put it on there. Hello, hello, everybody. Kathy, Kim, McNamara Mama. Hello. Kim, Florida. Yeah, you're in Florida. Nice. So yes, we have that. And so Debbie put a link on there. I can see where she put the link on it from to be able to purchase it online. Thanks for asking. Thank you, thank you. So some of the stuff I was going to tell you about this Saturday, all day long, we are going to be demoing how to work with grid quilting, grid interface. And you might have seen this a time or two. If you've ever made a Mondo bag, that's the same concept where you have this grid interfacing that looks just like this. Now, Debbie, I don't know if you can switch cameras for me to show this camera that's, you can do it. Good, because I tried doing it earlier before you got on. And of course I had to start everything over again because I had done it wrong. So if you can do it, you just make my life so happy. Okay. Put that away. So you see this grid interfacing right here? And it's a real sheer interfacing. I would say the thickness of it is like the thickness of like what you put in lightweight fabric when you're sewing clothing. So when you just need a little bit of hold. So this company is called 10 Sisters, and they are out of Utah. Super nice people. There you go, 10 Sisters. Super, super nice people. And they do an easy piecing grid. And get this, they have 4 different sizes this grid comes in. So this one that I'm showing you is a 2.5 inch, and it finishes at 2 inches. So these are 2 inches right here. When they're finished, they're 2.5. And you know what the 2.5 inch size is, are those mini charms, right? So you can use mini charms for this, or if you don't have mini charms, you can cut up your own mini charms. And the ruler I love to do that is the Stripology ruler. It is so nice to cut up just the size squares that you want, and you just churn them out like boom, boom, boom. They're going out, cutting them all. And they have 4 different sizes of grid paper or grid interfacing, if that's what you want to call it. Grid interfacing, I think, is what they easy piecing grid. Now, it comes pre-packaged. However, we can also sell it by the yard. And we are going to be demoing this Saturday all day long how to work with this. What I love about this is that it really washes out softly. So they sent us a couple of samples to show you. Look at this one. Isn't this the cutest right there? This is like a little table mat. And this is going to be the 1.5-inch grid finished, 1.5 inches. It's not 2 inches. So 1.5 inch. And we do have a couple of patterns here. More importantly, we've got some gorgeous books to show you that have some beautiful patterns in it. And we will be getting more and more in. This is just our first shipment that we've gotten in. So we'll be getting more and more. And what I really love about this is that when you wash it, or even when you first make it, it doesn't feel stiff on the inside. Because that was one thing that I was like, I don't know if I want to use the grid piecing, because I'm afraid it's going to start to feel stiff when you have it all quilted and you want to put it on the bed. I didn't want it to have that really stiff kind of paper feeling in it. It doesn't feel stiff. It is still really soft, just like a regular quilt. The other thing that they have, which I didn't get all the rulers yet, but you see this little tiny piping in here. I don't know if you can, with the binding, you see that little tiny piping? They sell the ruler to make that piping, to make it really little and to make it go on with your binding, just like that. Love it. It adds that little pop. So let me show you how big this is. We're going to switch to the other camera again, Debbie. And I'll hold this up. See, you can see how pretty this is just with the, here we go, with the 1.5 inch. And it's not very big. This is what we're going to be demoing. What's fun about this is that you can make your projects any size you want. And their patterns are relatively inexpensive. So hold on. Look at this cute little thing. This was kind of funny. I had to walk over to Christina and go, what is this? Because I couldn't see it. I couldn't see what the design was. And I still obviously can't. No, not that way. Miss Kelly. She walked away. Okay, look at. She's gonna have to help us with the other one because it's so big.
Oh, okay.
Here comes. Yeah, I actually need 2 tall people, but it won't be me. I'm not quite. Look how cute that is. And this is made with the 1-inch grid. So it's got different size grids and it's made with the 1-inch and it's soft, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is.
I didn't expect that when I got it.
Yeah, it feels good.
It feels good. It just has the right weight. And again, the little tiny piping in there, that little tiny yellow, isn't it cute? Yeah, so the ruler allows you to do that. And that's what we're going to be demoing this week, the grid piecing and the ruler. Now, the big quilt that I want to show you all that I think is just darling, out of one of their books, and I'll show you in just a minute, the big quilting, let me see. She's got 2 different books, or they actually have more than 2. They've got many of them. So here are the books right here. And so these books will have some of these patterns. I love this one. I haven't read the instructions on how to get the scalloped edge yet. So don't get all excited and go, how did she do that? Because I don't know yet. I have to figure this out. I saw it at market, but I didn't notice the scalloped edge. Look at this gorgeous quilt. I want to keep it. Sometimes it's hard sending these things back when we get to see them like this. Beautiful. Isn't this gorgeous? And this is all done with the 1-inch. It looks like the 1-inch blocks. And then she has the scalloped edge. It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, that is also interfacing. I want to say that it is. I feel like it is, to get the scalloped edge. It just adds that whole that last punch, right? So this is what we will be demoing. We will have it. You can put it just on one of the back tables. Okay. We'll hang it up. Okay. We will have the products in the store to sell, and we're actually going to be doing a class on it. Let me see. I don't see it on there yet. So it might be in February that we're doing the class on it if you want to learn how to do it. Really, really fun. Really, really fun one. I like the one on the chair. What chair? Behind us? This one? I don't know. Maybe. So we'll be doing that this Saturday. Stop by. If you live in the area, stop by and come and see, learn how to do this coming up. We have our log cabin technique class. If you've ever wanted to just learn how to do that next and you've kind of been a little bit nervous about it, we will be teaching a class on it on Friday the 12th. So stop in. It's super easy, super fast. Making a little table runner. Once you learn the technique with a few blocks, you're good to go. Really fun to do that. And then the following Saturday on the 13th, we have another demo day on how to use the quick curve ruler from So Kind of Wonderful. And that is going to be a demo all day long also. Nancy will be doing that one. That'll be a demo all day long also on how to serve those curves with fabric that are so easy to do. Once you get the technique down, you're like, yeah, bring me the curve. Bring them on. I'm ready for them. I don't need any help anymore. Bring them on. Bring them on. So that's coming up. How to sew a clam bag. And the clam bags, oh, I don't have one out here. These are the By Annie bags, and it's showing, we're going to be doing a class on that and also sewing with cork. So you can learn how easy it is. Now, you don't have to do your clam up bag with the cork. You can do it with regular fabric, but if you want to do it with cork, that's what we're going to be doing. Then I have an easy demo day for zippers, making custom zippers. And these are, if you've heard of the Zippity Doo Done zipper, Zippity Doo Done, these are zippers that are made for anybody who hates putting in zippers. They go together so crazy easy. And I'm going to teach you how to make yours customized, a little more custom, because you know me, I cannot just stay with the basic. All the Zippity Doo Done zippers are they are done with solid colors, and I don't like a solid color. I always have to have pattern. So of course I have to cut up my own fabric. Are you looking for the trunk show? It went back.
I know.
Yes, here's the zip up, the clam up bag. Thank you, Christina. That's the clam up bag that we're going to be doing in the class. And so we'll be doing a Zippity Doo Done zipper class. And then Quilting 101, we have that coming up. Quilters Game Night, we have 2 sessions now. So if you want to come and play that, it is so much fun. You know what I started to learn while I was in San Antonio, and I've been wanting to learn to play forever? Mahjong. Who out there plays Mahjong? Does anybody play Mahjong? Yeah? No? I want to learn to play. So my sister's neighbor is like a crazy Mahjong person. She just plays it all the time. So she came over and taught us how to start playing one night. We should have played for 2 more nights, but we were out at nightclubs on top of roofs. I shouldn't say nightclubs. They're fancy food bars, you know, all shishi food. And we're their perfect customers. Middle-aged, overweight women. I'm sure that's what they want, is hanging around the bar. But yeah, then they started to, she started to teach us, and it was fun. It was fun. I want to learn. I still want to learn how to play some more. I want to find a Mahjong group to play with, just so that I look like I'm doing something important. Does anybody else out there play it? I don't know. So anyhow, we've got those things coming up. We've just got some great stuff coming up this month on our not work calendar. What is it? Class calendar, on our class calendar, which you can find on our website. If you go to our website, notyourmamasquiltstore.com, and then scroll down just a little bit on the front page, you'll see a tab in there or a block that says calendar, and look at that and you can see everything coming up. You can also go to the clubs and classes tab at the top of the page and go in straight to all the different clubs and classes and demos and just fun things that we have coming up. So I hope you'll join us. the 10 Sisters quilts coming up that I had told you about. These are some of the books they have, and I ordered a few of them because let me see. Here we go. Because the quilts are so pretty. Look how pretty these are. I'm going to go to the other camera, Debbie, so I can show people. Thank you. I love having Debbie who can control things from far away, because even though I'm standing right here in front of it, I'll still mess it up. So yeah, look how pretty these are. Gorgeous, gorgeous quilts. Can you see them? You don't think that they're going to be that pretty? Like, I knew about grid quilting, but I guess I never sat down to really figure it out. And when we saw all of these, they had them all at market. Look, a Bargello. They call it a chevron. You just get it done. I don't know that it's any faster. Oh, look, here's some sweet granny squares with the scallop corner. Look at that. Can you see it? So maybe she doesn't tell you how to do it. I don't know. Are these just pictures? No, surely they have the projects. Irish Night, Sweet Granny Squares. Border 1, border 2. Wait a minute. Don't. What? It doesn't tell me how to do the curvy border. I'm going to have to find this. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to have to find this out. No, that's not it either. We're going to figure this out, how to do this. So this is one of the books that we will have. This is the other one. And I have more coming in. I just won't have them all by this Saturday. Short week and everything, because a lot of companies were off Monday. Well, they were off Friday and then Monday. And some of them were still closed yesterday. I was surprised. There were still a lot of people closed yesterday. Look how fun that is. And then here, this is a little I Spy quilt, which I thought was super cute. It is, look, the little animals. There's that whale that I couldn't figure out what it was. I think it was just because it was all a light color. I couldn't see it. But again, so pretty, such fun stuff. The different sizes. Let's see. That's not it. Okay, so I had started to tell you that it comes in different sizes. The largest one being the 2-inch finished. So it's a 2.5-inch unfinished, right? The big one like this, 2.5-inch unfinished. Then it goes to a 1.5-inch finished. Okay, 1.5 inch. So a little bit smaller. You can see it. Then it goes to a 1-inch finished, a little bit smaller, right? And then it goes to the 1/2-inch finished. Yikes. So you're cutting these at 1.5 inches. Look how little they are. But how fun. And you know what? It's not hard to line up. And this is even something that if you want to sit down and start teaching some littles how to quilt, you can start teaching them this, and it's going to work really easy for them, because you can start teaching them and they just have to put it down. And then if they're going to sew, it's pretty much the way you fold it and sew it, it's real hard for them not to keep it straight, for them to mess up. It's a really great product. So another thing that I want to show you that we got in, these patterns. And this is done by Laser Cut Quilts. This is a pre-printed bundle. So you've got all the patterns in there, all the pieces in there. You don't have the fabric in there because you can use your own fabric, but you've got all the pieces in there. And you have the layout right here. So another fun one, this is called I Will Cut You. I kind of think it looks like a fun tattoo, don't you think? I keep threatening to go get a tattoo, and I haven't done it because I don't really want one, but my daughter wants me to get one really, 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 really bad. And my other daughter said she would go do it with my other daughter. My two girls said they'd go together, and then they wanted me to do it with them. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't really want to. So you might have kids that want to do that. So Amy, I've had a mahjong set for at least 30 years and not learned to play it. Right there with you. I don't have a set yet, but the first thing I did when I started to learn, I was like, "Oh, how come I never thought to buy a mahjong set?" So I went online on Amazon to see if they had mahjong sets. Of course they do. I didn't realize they were kind of pricey. They're like $159, depending what you want. Then they have little tiny ones, but girl, I don't need anything that has little tiny squares because I'm too clumsy. I need the bigger tiles. So yeah, maybe we have to learn together. So anyhow, we've got this in here now. We've got these. It's by Laser Cut Quilts. It's a pre-printed bumble, a pre-printed bundle. It has the pattern with a full-size layout guide and templates, flexi fuse, printed and reversed applique templates. Yay! So if you wanted to do one of these are kind of fun things that you can start working on and then come back later and put it back together. What do you call it? Like work on it, set it aside, and come back later and put other parts with it right there. Another thing. Okay. So I have some pretty new fabric to show you. This snuck in under the radar for me. It must have been when I was out of pocket last week because as I was walking around picking up stuff to show you all, Kelly said, "Are you going to show the new baby fabric?" And I was like, "What new baby fabric?" She goes, "This new baby fabric. It's been really selling well. And so many people have come in and really liked it." And I was like, "What baby fabric is that?" And so she showed me. It is so cute. I don't remember ordering it, but it is so cute. So the first one I want to show you, of course, we're going to switch to that other camera again, Miss Debbie. I'm so glad she can do this. Look at her. She's like the bomb. Look at these little animals. How cute they are. Can you see a squirrel? Look at his tail. A squirrel holding a little bowl. Look at these bunnies. It's a little bunny. Okay, his little paw. I won't tell you what they look like to me, but okay. This little owl. I love that. It will be an owl like the one that's living in my little owl house in my yard. I have the cutest little owl that lives in my little owl house. So cute. So the little owl, look at this little fox right here. He's got his tail up in the air doing a downward dog. So cute. This bunny is asleep. I love this fabric line. So cute. It's by Clothworks. And this is called Forest Ferns. Clothworks. The designer on this is Julia Kimmich. Julia Kimmich. And then you have lots of little mushrooms in here and little leaves, all the stuff that our little animals would be eating. Maybe those are little bugs. No, they got to be mushrooms because they're going both different ways. Well, on one way they can be little mushrooms, on the other way they can be dead little bugs with their legs straight. But no, it goes both ways. See, here's a honey bear. Here's a bear eating honey, and it looks like it's upside down, but it's not because this pattern goes both ways, which I really love it when designers do that because then it's not a directional print, which is really annoying when it is a directional print. And then some of the complementary pieces that go with it, this beautiful little print right here with these darling little ferns in the same color with this little tan. If you all are sewing for a new mommy or somebody who's redecorating the baby's room, I tell you what, the colors are the cream, the tans, and the grays. That is what they all want. Everybody loves those colors. So this fits right into that decor motif, fits right into the groove with those colors. You've got these pretty little ferns that go with it right here. Then let's go just a shade lighter. With this, you have a pretty little basket weave, just a fun little back and forth basket weave. And that's going to go with some of these lighter colors, like see it right there with that little tail. Looks so pretty right there. So you've got that. Then you've got this one right here, which is the same print as this one. Same print, but this is a black and white. So this ties in beautifully because you can see the little black and white dots right here. Just a very sweet, sweet cream color. Then two more fillers for this that are going to pull all those colors together because again, this is what all the mamas like right now are the grays and the tan colors. So you've got a pretty gray right here, fills in so nicely and just kind of settles your eye with the small little tiny print, which look like little leaves, but they're also looking like little hearts. So cute. I don't know if you can see them. They look like little hearts also. Can you see that right there? Darling. So you've got that. And then again, the cream right here with the little tiny gray design. So you put all of these together and look how sweet this is. I just love how it all ties together with this print that is right there. Isn't that gorgeous? So this line is called Forest Ferns by Julia Kimmich and For Cloth Works. We have it in store now. You know, grab this fabric, grab a Villa Rosa pattern, and seriously, you can get a quilt knocked out in a couple of hours. This is also super cute for what do you call it? Pillowcases. I think it's so darling for pillowcases. This can be their lovey pillow. They want to make it out of that. And if you just want to make pillowcases for yourself, you can pull something like this and put the skirt on it right there. Or you can pull something like this. This can be the main pillow. This can be the skirt, right? It's just beautiful, beautiful what you can do with this. I love this print. I even like this one for a background because it's such a light gray and you can't tell too much, but it does have, no, I was going to say it has two different shades of gray. I think it just looks like that from the angle. But you've got just such a light little gray on there that it's not distracting and it doesn't look like you have a whole lot of, you know, movement going on with it. It's a nice little braid layout. So it looks really, really pretty. So yes, this is what I wanted to show you all. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to switch to the other camera. There we go. I have to put my glasses on straight, don't I? Here we go. They seem to want to lean over to one side of my head. How are you all?
We're good.
Good. So thank you all for joining us for What's New Wednesday. I will be back next week. I should be back next week as the plan goes. Just show you we've got new stuff that's coming in. I don't know if Debbie's going to want to come back to work because I have boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff back there. And I actually thought I was going to be able to start entering it yesterday. Oh, and I didn't even make it out to that part of the store. So we got lots of stuff coming in. I'll have more stuff to show you next week. In the meantime, Happy New Year to everybody. I'm so glad you joined us, and I hope to see you in the store sometime soon. Just stop by to say hello. We don't even care if you're shopping or not. We just like to visit with everybody. So we will see you later. Happy New Year. I'm Tisha Copeland at Not Your Mama's Quilt Store in Plano, Texas. Bye.